Hey everybody, welcome back to Trevor's Baseball Cards. Well, today is a tough day. My wife has passed away, April 7th, 1:39 in the morning. A lot going on, a lot going through my mind. But the thing that for me is continually going through my mind is an overwhelming sense of peace. So I just want to let you guys know again, thank you. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you for connecting. Thank you for being human. At a time like this, when you go through this kind of a tragedy, it is overwhelming. And it's times that, for me, I needed to find a release. And with this channel, it was a good release. But the release that I really found for me throughout this whole entire process has been God. And it has. So today, I just wanted to do a video, number one, to let you guys know that Jody's home. She's up in heaven. And that's amazing. And the time that she went up there is even more amazing to me. Not only on the 7th, she was born October 7th. She went in the hospital November 7th. We were married on 7/7/7. So 7 is a really lucky number for us. Her birthday's October 7th. I mean, there's so many sevens that I can keep going through that for me, when I look at all that, I love patterns. I do. I don't know, I hate the word OCD, but for cards, for me, I like to put things in order. So I love patterns. So for me, I find a lot of beauty and comfort in patterns. So the pattern that I found is a pattern of God. And Jody, her whole entire life, really loved science. But the thing she loved the most about science was proving all the non-Christians how science proves that God is real. And that was always her testimony to people, that she loved science and she loved putting God with science, because that's what it was. It was so beautiful that it was very obvious for her to explain so many things like photosynthesis. She was huge into biology. So for me, what I take out of all of this is an undeniable sense of knowing that God is real. And for me, that has been is a gift, and that's what I take of it. So, and a lot of things I find meaning in because there is meaning in them. And like this flower behind me, like that started growing when all this first happened. And what's amazing about this is, for me, sitting next to it this whole entire time, is it grew right next to me. And her favorite color is orange. So for me, symbols like that, it's God. And Jody's always tried to prove that to people with science. So the good news with all of this is that Jody wanted her body to be donated to science. And for me, that is just, it's Jody. It's beautiful. She didn't want a funeral. She didn't believe in the process of people mourning over a shell that wasn't her. In Jody's mind, she's home. She's not in that body anymore. So for her, she thought the best thing to do with that would be to have people learn and can learn and get something out of her body. So that's what we did, and that's what Jody wanted. So for me, I find a lot of peace and comfort in that, because it's exactly what she wanted. And that's what this is all about for me. It's doing what the person that you love wants, not necessarily what we want. So for me, I find a massive amount of comfort in that. So guys, I know this channel is supposed to be about, my hobbies and my collecting, but for me, it's just such a release to be able to sit here and say all this to you guys and on a camera. It is therapeutic isn't the right word. It's comforting. So I do. I find a lot of comfort and peace in God. So thank you for the prayers, and thank you for just watching. Thank you for connecting, and thank you for being there. So like I said before, I'm not going to say sorry for thank you. I'm going to say thank you a lot because I am. I'm very thankful for all of this. But the most thing I'm thankful for is that Jody took the time in her life to care about us. And so much so that she has brought me back to God. So much so that I get to now share all that with the world. And for that is just makes me feel good and makes me feel honored, and it makes me feel responsible, and it makes me feel sad. But it also, I rejoice in the fact that, like I said before, I do get to see Jody again. And that's the most important for me. I am sad. I've had days of mourning, as you can imagine, and many more to come. But for me, I need to be strong. And for me, I need to be there for others. And during a time of tragedy, a lot of people, you want help, but you realize that our job here inside of this is to help others. So again, the strength that I woke up with today is a strength to be able to do this video, and a strength to be able to talk to you guys, and a strength to be able to go through all this. And that strength for me is, it does come from God. And it does come from the strength of knowing that I get to see my wife again, and faith, and understanding that for me, what Jody brought to this world, it's just beautiful. It doesn't matter how long you're here, just what you do with it, She did a lot with it. So we're going to continue on, and we're going to do more with it. So I encourage everybody to, take a deep breath and love the ones that you love, and realize that sometimes we get so trapped up in all the other things that we stop and don't realize all that others are doing for us. And I've reflected on that so much, and I'm thankful that I've always been very appreciative of all that Jody's done in my life, not only for me, but for both of my children. Our son Jack is okay, He is, he's doing great. He's solid. He's a good kid, and but he's hurting. So, that's what all this is about, though. For me, is to be a support system for all that and who Jody loved and cared for. So I find strength and peace in that. And I find strength and peace in knowing that tomorrow will be better. So again, I will do some updates on my family. I do appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys watching. We have a lot of new subscribers. A lot of them are friends and family now. So for all our friends and family, and the ones that are new to this channel and maybe aren't used to the cards and the collectibles, maybe you guys can find a new joy in some of that as well too, because we all do need to find things beyond our normal day-to-day that are fun, and our normal day-to-days that give us distractions, so we don't have to sit and dwell on the things that make us sad. Instead, we can dwell and always remind the things that make us happy. So that's what I'm going to do with Jody, is I'm going to remember the good days, because we had a lot. I'm very blessed for how God works. So to share a little bit more of my story, which I haven't yet, is, in September when I was let go of my job, Jody was right there. It was instant. It was a support system and knowing everything's going to be okay. And that's what this was. The other thing I haven't shared is, my first wife passed away of cancer when I was very young, adrenal cortical carcinoma. Her name was Stephanie Hocking. And for me, that process was, I didn't make a lot of the good decisions that I'm trying to make now. I was a lot younger, and that time sounds so surreal that someone could go through this twice, but the gift that I was given was understanding the processes that it takes as we go through this to help others. And that is what I take to this, is understanding that God has given me a gift. And that gift is a gift that I am happy that I've realized, and happy that I can share with you guys. So I can tell you that it does get better, and I can tell you that we will get better. But right now we hurt. Right now we miss her. But today, I know she is dancing upstairs. I do. So again, guys, I tell you, thank you for watching these videos. Thank you for taking the time to connect with us. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what the future holds for not only me, but the next step of this journey for my family. And that family includes you guys. So thank you for being a part of this, and thank you for caring. God bless.